Well, we're losing the light. That's because this is the start of my first walk up Clipstone Old Quarter, in the hope that there may be a ridiculously early female glowworm already out. It is very early. This is May the 8th, and our record for the earliest glowworm here at Clipstone Old Quarter was the 13th of May, back as far ago as 2011. But we've had a very similar early spring to 2011 with a warm April, and that's continuing as we go into the second week of May. Could I be lucky? Well, it's doubtful, but it's the old adage, if you don't go and look, you'll never know. Well, as I mentioned, it is very early, and also what I didn't mention was the fact that already the temperature is down to 9.5 as I arrived here at the site not 10 minutes ago. But that doesn't mean a glowworm will not be glowing. It is unlikely. You're probably going to watch this video and just watch me walk around in the dark, or when I do a piece to camera we may well hear nightjar. An early nightjar might already be in, but we'll see. It's certainly a really nice night for it. It's nice and still, but as I say, the temperature is dropping. But it's not only female glowworms that glow. The pupa glows and can be seen sometimes in the trackside vegetation, and of course the larvae do too, although in our experience very rarely in May. So off we go. Very, very still this evening, although looking up at the moon I can see that we've got a sort of very light northeasterly wind by the looks of it, but nothing here at ground level. Now, if you've never seen one of these videos before, I follow a certain route. I'm not doing all of the route that Dillis and I used to do. Those days are long gone. It would have to be an exceptional night for me to do that kind of thing again. 6.5 kilometres we used to plod around this place night after night. But I will be following part of that route. I've already gone through section O, and where I'm talking to you from now is at the junction of section O, section L and section K. What I'll be doing, I'll be going along section L and then through M, and then coming back through these two sections before going up sections K and J. I'll probably then come down through the grass strip of sections D, C, B and A. But if any glowworms are indeed out, they're going to be trackside where the ground is stony and it keeps and retains the warmth to a degree for several hours after dusk. So through sections L and M we go. Well, I've gone along sections L and sections M. Not surprisingly, I've not found any female glowworms at all, or seen no glowing pupa or larva. The lower part of the site here at Clipstone Old Quarter is sections L and M, and they tend to be cooler on a night time, often by a couple of degrees or so from the higher parts of the site up at the centre tree. But despite being cooler on a night time, they're warmer than up near the centre tree during the day, and get a nice sunny day, and sections L and M really do bake in the heat, and that's why quite often, certainly on a number of occasions, those two sections have produced the first female of the year. Not this year yet so far. So it's a steady climb now up through sections K and J up to the centre tree. Well, I thought I'd pop up and just have a look on the centre tree. Here's a red data book 1 species. This is Teredo cylindricus, one of the rarest beetles in Sherwood Forest, and easiest way to see it is to visit the centre tree after dark. They don't like light, so they tend to make a run for it. Well, at least a run as much as Cylindricus can. Well, while we're here and walking past, I thought we might as well call in to see how our friend the Emperor is doing. And as you can see, doing all right. Changed leaves, but very nice and doing well. That's the leaf, that bottom one where he molted, and is now on that leaf there just below centre, just lying at an angle from the midrib. So nice to know that Emperor is doing fine. Well, nothing in the survey route that I'm going to take. I'm stood in front of the centre tree, looking at the moon, looking directly south. Had some good nights up here. Not always about finding glowworms, but moth trapping as well. This was one of our regular haunts. It's a place filled with many happy memories of some fabulous invertebrates. And then memories of just doing this, just standing, gawping at the sky. And for those around the world who may wonder, what's this word gawping that he keeps using? Well, it means to sort of stare at, to look at, for any length of time. I think it's pretty much a Nottinghamshire or a Midlands thing, an old word that is gradually getting left behind and forgotten, like so many others. But I do like a good gawp. Brings back memories of the aurora here. Pretty much a year ago now. It's the 8th of May today, and I think it was on the 11th of May 2024. What a night that was. That was probably the night of well over 1,000 nights that I've been up here. And largely it's like this. As still as anything and very quiet. With no nightjar back. At least if one is back, it hasn't called at all. Altogether a beautiful night, even if I haven't found any glowworms. But the temperature is below 8, and glowworms we found were reluctant to glow once the temperature was below 8. Sometimes they would glow, but they would be tucked right at the base of vegetation and would hardly ever be found, or were difficult to find and to even get at to see them. But those nights will come. I will pop up again in a couple of nights, probably, depending on conditions, and try and break that long-standing record of the earliest female glowworm here of May the 13th, 2011. 14 years ago. A lot's happened since then. But what needs to happen now is for me to walk what's more or less a mile back down to the car. Still, it's a nice night for it.